Welcome to the first video on my R33 drift car. I've compiled a bunch of footage over the last couple of months fixing some rust spots and prepping it for paint. But first off, I'm going to give a quick rundown of the car. It's a 95 S1.5 R33 GTST. It's got an RB30 DET with a standard trans and R200 welded diff. In terms of bolt-ons, running stock intake manifold, eBay 3582 with a very crappy manifold. Suspension, it's got some coilovers and stock arms pretty much throughout. All of that's getting changed, so it doesn't really matter anyway. For now, enjoy the footage I've compiled and I'll see you at the end of the video. We're going to be drilling out all the low spots here, which are spot welds, and then removing the top panel as one whole piece, and then I've got another complete piece to go on top. Just see the two panels start to separate, and you can tell because the top panel on the border there's a shiny bit, and then right under it there's a little rusty bit. That's exactly why I'm taking this top panel off, because there's 100% going to be rust under this top panel. Oh! Told you there was going to be rust under there.
That.
Look at the underside of that.
Okay.
That is disgusting. Classic rusty shitbox. It's time to sand back all the rust we found yesterday and weld in the new panel. So let's go. So you've got to tuck a couple of tacks in now, so we've got the window over there, and we're going to chuck the window in to make sure the alignment is all good, and then finish welding the panel. It has been way too long since I've seen a window in this thing. sort of triple check that everything lined up beautifully and the window sits perfectly on its seat and the boot still fits up nice, which is mint. So we're going to finish off welding in the panel and then keep on keeping on with the repairs. That pretty much cover it. Okay, so now the welds are all ground down flush, it's time to tackle the last area of rust in the 33, which is the boot. Another time lapse, let's get to it.
Hard.
Now that I've finished eradicating all the rust from the car, it's time to sand the whole thing back and prep it for paint. Come over here and find a flaky piece. All I gotta do is get the razor blade, get under the flaky piece and push. Okay, so I've managed to strip most of the roof, the rear quarters, some of the doors, all with the razor blade, all the way back to the factory edge primer. It's pretty much as I can get. The rest doesn't want to come off with the blade, so now I'm going to be hitting it with the orbital, starting on 120 grit and then moving on to 240 and hitting any bare metal bits that I uncover with edge primer. So now all I've got to do is run over those little rust spots with some 80 grit, then clean it up with a 180, clean the whole car down with wax and grease remover and get some edge primer on. So now that I've got most of the body in edge primer, the last thing to do is strip the bay down and prep it for paint. Alright, so now we're up to speed. I no longer have a rusty car, which I am stoked about. Basically, all that's left to do is mask it off and lay some paint. Hope you enjoyed all the footage I compiled over the last couple of months. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.